So today's video is brought to you by the letter M, apparently. We're talking about messy, marbly, mermaid-inspired crafts for mom. So we are talking about frames, paper crafts, and mugs we can make for mom for Mother's Day. Hi my rosy buds, welcome to my channel. I have recently been inspired by that mermaid theme. You may have seen my mermaid bark project a little while ago. I love that project, and I loved when I made it, that swirly pattern of blues and greens when teals were so pretty that I wanted to find other ways to create a pattern that looked like that. I thought it would be really pretty for summer and would also make a really pretty gift for mom. All of these projects can be made with your kids or without. I made a few with my daughter and it was really fun. It was also really, really messy. So maybe I should rephrase this. We are talking about messy, marbly, mermaid crafts for mom. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. I want to share with you two different ways you can make that marbly pattern using either shaving cream or nail polish and water. Some of you may remember a couple months ago I made ornaments, dipping them in nail polish and water to get a marbly effect. It took a little trial and error back then for me to figure out how to do it. I think I've gotten a little bit better, you'll see. But let's make some mermaid-inspired crafts. If you decide to make these with your kids, I suggest prepping the area as much as possible because it's going to get messy. So I set up the area with a shallow aluminum foil tray and add some watered down acrylic paints. Paper towels nearby is a necessity, and then we just started to have fun. My daughter helped me spray some of the shaving cream down in a nice thick layer, and we poured the paints on top. You really can't mess up here. It gets messy, which is part of the fun. So we just poured the liquid paint all over the shaving cream in different areas, and then grabbed some chopsticks and started swirling the paint around to make some fun patterns. And then we just squished heavy cardstock on top of the paint, and we lifted the paper off, and I used a long piece of cardboard with a straight edge to scrape off the shaving cream, and it revealed a really pretty pattern. Once the marbled paper dried, I cut it into pieces to attach to a cardstock base I made from purple and green paper. Making a card from an 8x10 sheet of paper is very simple. All you need to do is cut right down the middle, fold that in half, and you have the perfect base card to decorate. I used adhesive to adhere the paper down to the front of my card. And then I used a stamp and a stamp pad to add a little saying to the front. And I love that we have this nice personalized and pretty pattern that my daughter helped make for the card. For this second project, I grabbed some very plain wooden frames, really basic ones you can get at any craft store. I got mine for about $1. And I was worried using the watered down paints on the wood that the pattern might get a little muddy. So we used shaving cream again, but this time we just used straight craft paint. We didn't bother watering it down, and that seemed to work out really well. So my daughter helped me with this step as well, and we did our best to draw some lines of paint across the shaving cream, and then grabbed our chopsticks and started, making perpendicular and parallel lines to kind of swirl the paint around. And then we just pressed the frames into the shaving cream and lifted them off and scraped off the shaving cream again. To finish the edges, I just grabbed some of the purple paint and painted the edges just to bring out some of that purple color from the pattern on the frame. I'm really happy with how the paint color turned out on this. It's a little swirly, a little watery. It kind of almost reminds me of a Monet painting, but you definitely can still feel there's a slight oceany, mermaidy vibe to this. Now you could put in a saying, a phrase, a picture. For us, since this was a Mother's Day gift, it made the most sense to put my daughter's picture in there, but you can do whatever you want. Either way, it's a very fun and really playful frame for summer. So the final project I want to share with you are mermaid mugs. You'll prep your mugs ahead of time by wiping them down with alcohol. Some of you may remember the marbly ornaments I made with nail polish at Christmas time. They turned out really pretty at the end, but if you watch that video, you'll see it took me a few tries and I learned a few lessons making those. So you're going to want to start with a disposable container that you can use to hold your water. The key for me is to get the temperature of the water right. If you watched my first video, you'll see what I mean. I had the temperature off and the nail polish colors were just jumping around. And for me, getting the temperature of the water was half the battle. It needs to be just barely lukewarm. And gather some nail polish colors that remind you of mermaids, purples, greens, blues, whatever you like. And then working close to the surface of the water, you're just going to pour lines of nail polish across the water. And take a sharp object like a toothpick and drag that over the nail polish to create a scalloped or marbly pattern. And then you'll just dip and roll your mug right in the water, pull it out, and set it upside down. Now, nail polish is very durable paint and it might hold up on a mug, but just to be safe, I coated mine with some dishwasher safe decoupage. I applied 2 coats, allowing at least an hour's time to dry in between. After 28 days, this surface will cure and it can go in the dishwasher if you want to. I may end up hand washing them anyway, but it's still nice to have that added protection over that paint surface. So there were some fun mermaid inspired marbly crafts you could make with your kids or for yourself. So my daughter and I had a lot of fun making these projects. I hope that inspires you to get out and marble something today and, grab some mermaid colors and make it mermaidy for the summer. I keep using that word, but I think mermaidy is a word. Mermaidish, mermaidy, are they words? If you like this project, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more creative and rosy ideas on this channel. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon, my rosy buds. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Oceany, mermaidy. Ugh.
I see me.
You see you? Yeah, you do see you, don't you?